Morning students, welcome to offline classes for 10th standard. So as we are discussing the chapter called heredity and evolution. So in part 5 we have discussed about what evolutionary relationship and what are the evidences we have that evolution has been takes place around. So that we have discussed in the previous class, that is what homologous organs, analogous organs, and even we have discussed what fossils. So next topic is what next topic of the chapter, that what evolution by stages. So here evolution by stages. So complex organisms and its organs developed from simpler organisms gradually over generations. Here the complex organisms. So you just see algae from minute organism to the human beings. The changes we will see in so many ways, and its organs also developed from simpler organism to the gradual simpler organism to the organs to the compound organs by gradually over a generation. It is not takes place all of a sudden. So human beings are not evolved from all of a sudden. It is not happens within one year or 2 years. So we people are evolved. We people are developed for a long period of time. We have taken, it has been taken what so many number of years to become as what human, because it is totally the evolution has been takes. The evolution is not takes place being all of a sudden. It is takes place with so many number of years, and even in the organs also. So even the eye or many number of organs which are in our body, they are not developed all of a sudden. It has been expressed by stage or step by step. So that is what we are going to see about evolution by stages. So in that example for the evolution of eyes. The eyes of planaria are just eye spots to detect light. It developed gradually in a complex eye organ in higher animals. So here this is what a planaria. You just observe here. So actually their eye is not as like us. So it is like just an eye spot. There is a small dot on the body of a planaria. And gradually what happens, those it is getting evolution is takes place in development. So generation after generation, those eye spots are turned into water, and the evolution has been takes place in the eye and turned into what a compound eye. Okay, so it developed gradually into complex organ in higher animals. Now what we are having two eyes, we have eyebrows, we have eyelashes, we have a pupil, we are having a lens above. So these all takes place what was so many number of. This is what gradually take. But those changes whatever we see here, it is not takes place by all of a sudden. It has taken what a step by step. Okay, this is called what a evolution by stages. Next one more example is what the evolution of feathers. So feathers were first developed in dinosaurs and used for protection from the cold, and later birds used them for flying. Actually, first feathers are identified in what are dinosaurs, but dinosaurs they are there. So dinosaurs are actually come under what are reptiles. Okay, but dinosaurs also having what are feathers. But why the feathers are developed on dinosaurs? So those feathers, dinosaurs are used for the protecting from the cold. Okay, and those are the organs which are being presented in the dinosaurs. Later they are modified in as wings in birds. Okay, it is also a kind of evolution that takes place. So actually they have been developed, they have been present on some other organism for the purpose of protecting them from the cold conditions. But later they have been evolved, and later they have been developed, and later they have been modified as wings in birds. Okay, so actually birds, and even so we see feathers. According to this, what happened? We see the feathers in some organism which comes under reptiles, and some organism which comes under apes also we can see here. But where the organisms which comes under reptiles, they used to use the feathers for the protection of from the cold, whereas in apes those are modified into what wings. Okay, so this is also kind of evolution we will see. But this evolution which takes place from cold condition, the feathers they are used for the cold condition. But whereas dinosaurs they are not utilizing them for the flying purpose. But actually they are using for only for the reason what protecting from their cold. But later, apes and birds, they have been used for them for the flying purpose. This is also one more example we can use for how evolution has been taken place. Here also evolution is not takes place by all of a sudden. It has been takes place slow by slow, and they are modified into what wings for flying. So here we see this is the dinosaurs here, and they are using for the protecting of their body by the cold, and later birds they are using for them flying. Next one, evolution by artificial selection. So these are the changes what we see here, the evolution what we see here, it is takes place naturally. But here, some we will develop in an organism or in a, we will grow for our convenient purpose, for our beneficial purposes. And such kind of these things what we call the artificial selection. Okay, humans have cultivated wild cabbage for over a 2000 years and produced different vegetables from it by artificial selection. Here what happened, you know, the people who used to, ancient people, they used to cultivate what a cabbage. So those cabbage, wild cabbage, so the wild cabbage means what is the cabbage which is growing in a wild area, they are called, that is called what a wild cabbage. So wild cabbage, why they are cultivating? Because of their purpose, for the purpose of what a food, as a food. But later for their convenient, for their beneficial purpose, they have been modified in that. And they have started cultivating the different kind of variety of what cabbages according to their needs. So this is called what artificial selection. It is by that, it is happening by according to our needs. This is called artificial selection. But these are what natural selection. Okay, so here's meaning. For example, cabbage by selecting short distances between leaves. So here one is, so they have, see this is what short distance. So I think you might be seeing the cabbage. Okay, so then according to their needs, first one is what a cabbage by selecting short distance between the leaves. So here the people they need what? They don't want much distance between the leaves of cabbage. They want what a short distance between the leaves, and they have been cultivated one more kind of cabbage. The second one, the cauliflower. I think you remember. So cauliflower is what a kind of cabbage only. So cauliflower, how it has been developed? By selecting sterile flower. So here we see cauliflower, sterile flower. So you want, so they need a cabbage with the sterile flower. According to that, they have been cultivated one more cabbage that later it has become what a cauliflower. The next one, cane. By selecting large leaves. So here cabbage is having the leaves, but they need what a large number of large leaves for selected for the need of large leaves, and they have cultivated one more kind of cabbage, and later it has become what a cane. The next one, and later they have started what by selecting the swollen stem. So here cabbage they need, but they need what a swollen stem in that. The swollen stem kind of cabbage they have been brought, later it has become what a colony. Later, and one more their kind of cabbage they need water by arrested flower growth. So they need water arrested flower, means the flower has to be grow in a crowded. So such kind of flower they need, and so according to their needs they have grown, and later it has become water broccoli. So here water, so these kind of variety of cabbages they have been grown for their according to their needs. Okay, so these are different kind of cabbages we will see. Here it has been done by artificial selection. So these are all these whatever we see, it is all not takes place all of a sudden. It takes place what stage by stage. Okay, so this is called what evolution by stages. Okay, so next is what next topic is what about embryology. So here we just see here. So this is an organism, how it developed, and finally how it is done. So we see all are similar, but how it is evolved. So this is the organism. See how it is evolved, but it just takes place all of it. It does not take place all of a sudden. It takes slow by slow. This is what fish. This is what tortoise. This is what chicken, rabbit, human. So it all looks like the same, but how it is evolved. So this is what fish and tortoise looks like. Chicken, how it looks like, and rabbit. So slowly what happens, the arms are looking. So this is what changes how we see. So it is all or not explained in a similar way. Step by step. Last topic of the chapter, what evolution should not be equated with the progress. So evolution is not equated with progress. Progress is different, evolution is different. Okay, for example, a student who scores in first standard he scores about 90%, whereas in second standard he scores in the 60%, and later what happened he scores again 80% and 60%, 70%. So like this, his percentage varies from standard to standard. But this kind of things we will not consider. This is the kind of progress which is taken, but it is not considered as what evolution. So that, for example, if he scores 90% in first standard, and when it comes in second standard he scores about 80%, so 90% student will be not, 90% is already gone off, and 80% is one more. Understood? So 90% of student is not, so that they are not, the student called X, he scores 90% in first standard, and he scores in 80% in second standard. So there are here, how many persons are there? Only one person. But he is progressing in his, progressing is getting varies. Okay, but there are not two persons. The student who is scores 90% in first standard, 80% in second standard, it won't be like that. So one person is progressing in his studies. That is called progress, but it is not supposed to consider as what evolution. Okay, you will see, evolution has not resulted in progress. Evolution has resulted in the formation of several complex species from the simpler species due to variations, genetic drift, and natural selection. Here, evolution has not resulted in progress. Evolution has resulted in the formation of several complex species. So here, organisms have not been formed here by the progress. They have been formed by the evolution. And how evolution has been takes place? Evolution has takes place by the variations, genetic drift, and natural selection. But this does not mean that one species get eliminated when new species are formed. For example, this is an organism. This organism is evolved into another organism. Okay, it means that when this organism is evolved into this organism, it is not mean that this organism is eliminated. This organism is also there and this organism is also there. Both organisms are existed on the nature. Right? So this is called evolution. But anyways, I have already given an example called a standard 1 to 5. For example, standard first standard, the student who is studying in the first standard, he scores 90%. Again, the same student he scores in what? Second standard, he scores what? 80%. This person is not be there. Okay? He is progressing. He is just progressed here. This is eliminated. Whatever he scored in this get eliminated. But in evolution it is not considered like that. This will be there and this both are going to be existent. Okay? And a new species, and this does not mean that one species get eliminated when new species are formed, or that new species are better than the older species. And also means what? It is non-linear. So this organism is evolved to the next organism. But here, this is not considered as what? This is not considered as better than this. So this is some. We will see what it is varies. It is this organism is a better. Why? Because what it shows some kind of variation, and those variations made the organism to survive in the nature. That's it. Okay, and formed. So new species are better than the older species. Species are get eliminated only if they are not able to adapt to the changes in the environment. If this organism is evolved from the older organism, if it is shows some kind of variation, and those variations help the organism to survive in the nature, it will be survive. Otherwise, this will get die. Okay, and several species which could adapt to the changes in the environment and still continue to survive. For example, bacteria. And human beings have not evolved from the chimpanzees. They had a common ancestors from which they evolved separately. Human beings are not the pinnacle of evolution, but they are only one species among the several evolving species. We used to say what? Chimpanzees, we people are evolved from the chimpanzees. Actually, it is not true. So, chimpanzees, their evolution is different, and human evolution is different. But we will share some characteristics with what commonly with what chimpanzees, so that, and finally what happened, we will have a common ancestors. Finally we will have a common ancestor. So one organism is evolved from another organism. So finally, chimpanzees might be evolved from other organisms, and in the same way, human beings also evolved from other organisms. So it doesn't mean that we people are evolved from the chimpanzees. So our evolution is different, and chimpanzees evolution is totally different. Okay, and finally, so chimpanzees and the human beings might be they have evolved from the common ancestors. Might be evolved from the common ancestors. So this is about what evolution is not being equated with what progress. Next one, human evolution. Then comes to the human evolution. What is human evolution? What is Homo sapiens? So we will call what our species of human beings called about Homo sapiens. How they have evolved. There is a great diversity of among human beings in their form and features around the world. Human beings evolved in Africa. Where first humans are evolved? First human beings are evolved in Africa. Some of them stayed there and others migrated to different parts of the world. Right. So firstly, usually Homo sapiens are called the first humans. These first humans are first evolved. They have been seen in Africa. Some humans stayed there themselves, and some they have been started migrating from the Africa to some other parts of the world. And then due to the genetic variations and the environmental changes in the different geographical regions, they developed changes in their forms and features. Okay. When they are migrated from Africa to different parts of the world, and due to climatic conditions, due to variations, we see different kind of features in the humans, and we see different kind of colors of skin colors of human beings. So we used to say what whenever the people who comes to near the Hampi, we say he is a foreigner. How can we able to judge that he is a foreigner? Because of his skin color. So different. So for example, West Indies their skin color is somewhat a blackish in color, whereas American people, some other people, Britain people, their skin color is somewhat a whitish in color, pinkish. So like the skin color get varies from part of the country to other part of the country. So this color of the skin, what we see, what is called the human races. So why they get changes color of the skin? Because of water, geographical reasons, and due to environmental conditions and variations, they got changes in the features of the human being. So like this, humans are evolved. Okay, so this is about what human evolution. So you will see that. So this is what you will see how. And Heidelberg man, and Nebraska man, Piltdown man, Peking man, and here is a Neanderthal man, and New Guinean man, and Cro-Magnon man, and the modern man. Just see the variations. Okay, so here how it looks like, and gradually how it is developed, and finally how they are looks like. Okay, so this was slow changes what we see in human evolution. Okay, so this comes end of the chapter called heredity and evolution. The next class we will discuss another important chapter from the science. Okay, thank you.